Ex-F1 Supremo Bernie Ecclestone has attended his first Grand Prix weekend since 2019 in Brazil following comments he made about Russian President Vladimir Putin. Former F1 Supremo Bernie Ecclestone has been spotted in São Paulo ahead of the Brazilian GP this weekend. This is the first time the 92-year-old has attended a race since saying he would take a bullet for Russian President Vladimir Putin following the invasion of Ukraine. He was accompanied by his wife Fabiana ahead of Sunday's race, who is present as vice president of the FIA for South America. This is the first race Ecclestone has attended since Abu Dhabi in 2019. He was due to be at the Austrian Grand Prix earlier this year, but stayed away due to his controversial comments. Back in June, the ex-F1 chief executive stunned presenters Kate Garraway and Ben Shepherd on Good Morning Britain. The 91-year-old also criticized President Zelensky and claimed his nation could have avoided the conflict with Russia. "I would still take a bullet for him. I'd rather it didn't hurt, but I would still take a bullet," he said. What he's doing is something that he believed was the right thing he was doing for Russia. When asked why he would take such drastic action, Mr. Ecclestone said, "Because he's a first-class person, and what he's doing is something that he believed was the right thing. Unfortunately, he's like a lot of business people, certainly like me, we make mistakes from time to time. And when you've made a mistake you have to do your best to get out of it." During the same period, the Brit launched an astonishing defense of former driver and friend Nelson Piquet, who used a slang term for the N-word when discussing Lewis Hamilton's crash with Max Verstappen at Silverstone last year. He said, "I've known Nelson for an awful long time. I was with him a couple of weeks ago. It's not the sort of thing Nelson would say meaning something bad. He probably thinks lots of things he says which might upset us or might feel a little bit offensive. To him it's nothing. It's just part of conversation. Nelson would never go out of his way to say anything bad, certainly. I think what probably happened, knowing Nelson as I know him, as his daughter is the girlfriend of Max Verstappen, probably after seeing the accident, he probably exploded and carried that forward." Meanwhile, Mercedes star W. Hamilton is made an honorary citizen of 70-year-old Piquet's home country of Brazil this week. The seven-time champion received the prestigious honor, including a corresponding medal, at Brazil's Congress Chamber in Brasilia in front of hundreds of ecstatic fans. Beaming with pride, Hamilton expressed his happiness at having such a special bestowed upon him. "I'd like to say a big, big thank you to everyone here at the house, for all those who've moved mountains to make this day possible," he said. "It is honestly the greatest honor for me to be here receiving and accepting this citizenship. I really do feel like now I'm one of you. Finally, when I arrived here in 2007, Hamilton's first F1 season, the love that's grown, the experiences we've had and, particularly 2021, knowing you guys were cheering me on the way, it was one of the most special moments of my entire life. I can't wait for us to continue to strive ahead. I really want to dedicate today, this honor, to Ayrton Senna, to Ayrton's family, to his friends and to his fans," he continued. "For me, when I was 5 years old, I saw Ayrton race for the first time, and that was the moment I knew that I wanted to be a world champion, just like him. It was then that I knew and learned about Brazil. It was then that I started to play FIFA as Brazil. But really, through his eyes, I was able to see how passionate Brazilians were, and how deep it goes, the love and passion you have for your country, and how beautiful it is. I'm so excited to spend some more time here.